The administration running the Tirupati Temple that houses the revered Lord Venkateshwara today is doubling down its effort to implement landmark rule. Non-Hindus will not be allowed in the temple administration. That's right. Remember, this decision follows the uproar over the alleged adulteration of the Tirupati Prasadam, the laddus. As per the TTD order, non-Hindus will not be part of the temple administration, and those non-Hindus who are already part of the TTD will be given voluntary retirement or transferred to other departments of the government. This decision would impact at least 286 or about 280 odd serving non-Hindu personnel, but they would not be rendered jobless. They would be transferred to other departments of the government. The NDA has welcomed the move, but the opposition says that this is sheer intolerance. Sample the reactions, then we quickly open this up.
First option, we are going to give those employees for VRS. If they are not accepting, we'll ask them to send it to the other deputation or whatever it is, to the government, like municipality, revenue or corporation. That is our request, and before that we will invite those guys to my office and I will talk to them. Amicably we want to settle them.
The BJP government, in fact, and especially our Honorable Prime Minister, wants to nominate 2 non-Muslim members on the Central Waqf Council and the Waqf boards. So there has to be a parity whenever you are talking something.
It's a segregation and separation, and that will have a very dangerous consequences in future. And Dalits who have been segregated, secluded for a long time. Now it is happening with the other communities also.
बिल्कुल सही है. बहुत रूल टीटीडी के नाम से में भी है. टीटीडी के अंदर जो भगवान के साथ काम करते हैं उनका आसपास जो हिंदू ही रहना चाहिए ऐसा नियम है. वो नियम अमल कर रहे हैं वो लोग. नया नियम नहीं है.
Hindu religion should not be experimented by so-called secular parties who always take the Hindu religion as the laughing stock.
You heard the reactions. The Congress party and many in the opposition are calling it segregation, intolerance, what have you. PR Koma Reddy, the national spokesperson of the TDP, is joining us. Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst, joins the panel. I want to begin with Mr. Chaudhary again. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, the Congress is calling it segregation. Why?
No, Pranesh. It's not the official version of the Congress party that is segregation or the decision is wrong prima facie. I don't think so. Even though Congress party might come with its own opinion out here, but according to me, as an Indian, I feel this is one of the good decisions because the temples are for the devotees, Hindu temples are for Hindus. It is their astha that is there. I rather would advocate that the Hindu temple should be removed from the government control. That was my viewpoint out here, because when there is a question of astha, then the people who are devotees of that Lord should be managing the affairs of the temple, and nobody from other religions should be there. Likewise,
one minute, sir. One minute, Kamru Zamanji, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute, 8 minutes, सुन लीजिए. 1 minute. 1 minute.
No, this is not
1 minute.
Fair. This is not fair. No.
मैंने आपको, I started the first debate with you, started the second with you, you are saying not fair. आप क्या चाहते हैं आप? You want to come and anchor? I'm only stopping you because Kamru Zaman, 1 minute sir. 1 minute. अरे सुन लीजिए. Kamru Zaman जी सुन लीजिए. मैंने आपको इसीलिए रोका, मैं माफी चाहता हूं. मैंने इसीलिए रोका बिकॉज आपने जैसे ही ओपनिंग स्टेटमेंट फर्स्ट सेंटेंस बोला, रतन शारदा इंप्रेस हो गए, वो ताली बजाने लगे. ना ही डजंट नो लाइकवाइज के बाद क्या आएगा. अब आप उसके बाद बोलिए. देखिए वो वापस ले लीजिए अपना अप्रिसिएशन. अब आप बोलिए.
नहीं, it's not the question of appreciation. People who are genuinely devotees of God, whether he be a Muslim, whether he be a Christian or a Sikh or a Hindu, they should manage their affairs by their own. The government does not have any business to manage the Waqf board. I demand the removal of the Waqf board from the government control. I remove the temple boards also to be removed from the government control. Every religion, every devotees of any religion should be having the full power to manage their war affairs. Why should the government appoint the CEO of the Waqf board? Why are the members being appointed by the government?
You see,
the Waqf board?
I'll tell you the difference.
7%, why should the 7%
this is deception of the worst kind. Karan, you see, kahan se shuru hua aur waqf pe khatam hua. The difference between TTD and Waqf board is that TTD manages a temple. Waqf board claims land, so much so that they believe the Parliament of India is Waqf property. That is the difference, sir. But fair enough, fair enough. You know, you said that temple control should be given up by the government. Let's put the Congress government on test. They should follow up on what you've said. Itne saal se hain. They should give up some of the temples in their states, put the BJP on the mat, and then tell them, look, we walked the talk. But Syed Asad Abbas, why are you calling this intolerance? What is wrong? If the non-Hindu employees have been asked to, either take VRS or say, you leave this, we have something else for you.
Pranesh ji, I've always believed with great power there is great responsibility and equal accountability. The fact of the matter, the Bharatiya Janata Party and their alliance partner, the Telugu Desam Party, needs to understand that when you say you don't want to have any non-Hindu members as a part of the administration team, very well done, okay, great, accepted. But look at the duplicity and hypocrisy, Pranesh Sahab. That the same BJP, the same TDP alliance partners, when it comes to the Waqf amendment bill, on the board of Waqf, they want to have 2 non-Muslim members. What kind of equality do we talk about? What kind of a uniformity is this? Aap kare to war, hum kare to pyar, ye kaisa atyachar? This is nothing but reeks of absolute hypocrisy. I truly believe that Aini died its thousands of deaths when something like this happened. Now my good friend Ratan Sharda is there, Karan Verma is there, Pattabhi Ram from TDP is there. How will they explain this?
They will explain,
administration.
Sir. Let them explain. Ratan Sharda, you go first, sir. आप पहले ये बताइए, did you clap too early for Kamruzaman Chaudhary?
No, I'm fine, because there is a basic question. That question is, Congress government brought in HRCE, extended HRCE, taking away all the rights of Hindus, misusing the money for secular purposes, not for religious purposes. Congress brought in Waqf Board amendment, first brought in a Waqf Board for 54, then modified in 1999, giving absolutely overwhelming powers to Waqf Board. Today is saying both should manage their own terms. Is this the official Congress policy? That's the question I'm asking. And that is where I will clap if this official Congress policy. Because you will have turned around Nehru, you will have turned around Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, everybody. So that is a serious question. Secondly, the comparison is wrong. Comparison would be if I'm running my temple, because a Hindu temple, it's a worshipping ecosystem, then I will compare it to appointing a Hindu as a Muazzin, as a Maulvi, as a Qazi, in a Muslim religious institution. Do we ask them for that? Never. Do I ask to become cleric in a church? I will never ask. Do you want me to become brother in church? No, not at all. If you are comparing the temples, you have to compare with the mosque and the church, not the Waqf Board, which is basically administrator of lakhs of acres of land, which is donated, which is not a worshipping property, which is not placed in worship. These are properties used for commercial purpose, used for hacking away other people's property, grabbing other properties under the guise of religion. That is the difference. So don't compare the two at all.
Waqf Board essentially has become an instrument of land grab, and I don't want to mince my words. I'm, being rather charitable by stopping at that. Karan, before I bring you in, Mr. Koma Reddy, now that the newly formed board has taken these steps, is the Sanatan board next? Will the state give up temple control? People are hopeful. The devotees are waiting to hear from the government.
Yeah, first I would like to tell my friend Mr. Syed Abbas that the Telugu Desam Party had not taken any decision on the Waqf Bill. It is with the Joint Parliament Committee. So don't say that we've already supported it and no, I mean, we have dual standards and all that. So it is with the JPC. So our leader had not yet taken any decision. So I would like to set the record straight. And the second thing is, when it comes to TTD, see, as you have very rightly said, it is administration of a temple that is primarily done by the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams. And as you all know, that even for darshan, any pilgrim who is a non-Hindu is supposed to sign a declaration saying that, he has faith on Lord Venkateshwara. So there are certain rules that are there in TTD, and there is a long pending demand from crores of pilgrims across the globe to allow only Hindus in the seva of Lord Balaji. Working in TTD is nothing but seva, doing some kind of a seva. Though they take salaries and all, it is some kind of a seva to Lord Balaji. So that is the reason why the TTD board had taken a decision that only Hindus should be in this service to the Lord.
And by the way,
and people are welcoming it.
Right. And Rule 3 of the AP Charitable and Hindu Religious Institutions and Endowments Subordinate Service Rules states that office holders and servants to profess Hindu religion. I'm not reading the full paragraph, but this is the sum and substance of it. Karan, in November 2023, just a few months ago, High Court had upheld the rule that says only Hindu staffers can be hired. Then there's also Article 16(5) of the Constitution that allows for this. So there is no segregation, no intolerance.
Absolutely. Pranesh, not only does this have legal sanction, but come to think of it, Pranesh, let me just expose their hypocrisy. कमरू जमान जी जब शुरू में बोल रहे थे, जब रतन जी ने ताली बजा दी, तो एक्चुअली चौधरी साहब बोल रहे थे. आपने जब कट किया तो कमरू जमान जी वापस आ गए ऑन अ लाइटर नोट अपने मोल्ड के अंदर. बट जब से रेवंत रेड्डी एंड असदुद्दीन ओवैसी, दे हैड अ जॉइंट डिक्लेरेशन. व्हाट वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट जॉइंट डिक्लेरेशन? एंड व्हेन वी से रेवंत रेड्डी, दैट इज कांग्रेस's ऑफिशियल स्टैंस. He said that no non-Muslim member should be a part of the Waqf Governing Council. Ever since this thing has started, that yes, there should be non-Muslims in it, they have come in this concession mode कि ठीक है भाई, इनके मंदिर से भी दूर हो जाओ, नहीं तो हमारा वक्फ जिसमें 9 लाख एकड़ है वो चला जाएगा. तो तब से इनको ये बात लगी है कि हाँ बिल्कुल, टेम्पल शुड बी कंट्रोल्ड बाय हिंदूज. कमरू जमान जी never ever said this before. Years of debating with him, he's never ever uttered this. But today, अब जब वक्फ खतरे में है, अब कोई धर्म खतरे में नहीं, वक्फ खतरे में, भाई वहां कमाई भी है, सब कुछ है वहां, 250 फैमिलीज के पास पूरी कमाई जा रही है, 9 लाख एकड़ है, तो तब से ही इज कम इन दिस मोड. भाई हिंदूज, लेट हिंदूज कंट्रोल देयर टेम्पल्स, let them be away from us. And Pranesh, it's very important for your viewers to know that the Shirur Mutt judgment clearly states that temples should be away from state control. Time and again the HRCE acts have been passed by state governments. It is an absolute sabotage of justice, I would say.
Karan, I want to take this opportunity to call out the lip service and hypocrisy of all parties, BJP included, as far as giving up control of Hindu temples is concerned. Because for far too long, we've had a situation where, people say this is under consideration, that is under consideration. I don't know what prevents them. Either this warped idea of secularism or something else, or pseudo-secularism, if you will, that they are not giving up control of Hindu places of worship.
I agree.
Even if someone were to, float an idea of governing mosques, one can imagine what would happen. Ratan Sharda?
My simple answer is, we have at least some hope under TDP, BJP that they will give the control of temples back to Hindus, at least have laws which will make it a purely Hindu place of worship and not a secular place of governing. That I expect. But do you expect it from Congress? Not at all. That's why I asked whether what Kamru says is actually the stance of Congress. He will be thrown off Congress the day he says his official stance. That is the problem, because hypocrisy is
so let's ask that straightforward question. Kamru Samanji, if you are of the view that the state must give up control, why do you think the Congress government over the years did not give up control? There must be a reason. What was that reason?
There are Yes, I'm coming to you. There are a lot of issues involved. One, first and foremost, is the safety and security of the temple wealth out there. Around $200 billion of gold is lying in India's temples all across India, right from north to south. There is a security angle attached.
Security angle, you will only protect temples and temple gold.
Faced by the
कमरू जमान जी, आपकी ये बुरी नजर टेम्पल गोल्ड पे चली जाती है. उस दिन आपने डिबेट में बोला टेम्पल गोल्ड मस्ट बी रिडिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड. फिर से आप गोल्ड की बात कर रहे हैं. यू कांट गेट टेम्पल गोल्ड आउट ऑफ योर हेड.
No, that's not a comparison. No, why not? Why not? In Ram Mandir case, we
Karan is making an intervention.
Just to give you perspective.
Quick comment.
Small point. Pranesh, अभी कमरू जमान जी ने कहा टेम्पल वेल्थ बचानी है. 12,000 temples cannot conduct a single puja. This is the Madras government writing on affidavit to the High Court. They have been robbed of their land, jewels, everything. 30,000 temples in Tamil Nadu, they have an annual budget of less than 10,000 rupees. Compare it to the Shiromani Gurudwara Pramandak Committee, where 85 Gurudwaras have more than 1,000 crores. आपने तो सब कुछ ले लिया वहां से. Lands have been sold off, jewels have been stolen. They can't conduct a puja. बचा क्या है अब? Your government in Kerala, which says religion is opium of the masses, it is facing a 25-year-old.
Just think about it. The opposition, the India Alliance leaders, parties, what have you, have been on an abusing slander spree of the Sanatan. And then when you hear things like this, that look, the reason why we've not given up control of Hindu places of worship is because we want to protect the temple gold. So I'm leaving it for you to judge. And